The July 30th landslides are the worst disaster in Kerala, one of India's top tourist destinations, since the 2018 floods that killed about 400 people. On July 30th, a massive landslide struck the Vellarimala hill ranges in Wayanad district, Kerala, causing fatalities and widespread destruction. Heavy rainfall triggered the landslide. Nearly 407 people have been killed, and over 200 have been missing. More than 500 houses were reduced to debris, and many bodies were fished out from Kaliyar River. Hope for the ravaged villages came in the form of the Father Sunny Abraham, parish priest of St. Joseph's Church in Mepadi village. St. Joseph's Church runs a relief camp, and Father Abraham said there was an urgent need to build houses to rehabilitate those who lost everything.
Well, the landslides happened in four sequence. It began on July 30th. So the fourth sequence, the worst one was the one in the midnight, like 2 a.m. when people were sleeping, and the whole mountain collapses due to incessant rain, and people are caught in their sleep. So 540 families, only 25 remained. So which means the rest, like 515, would have been just washed out in the whole deluge that occurred, which would be a lot of mud, boulders as big as this room, huge tree and tree trunks, and a lot of water. And the bridge collapses, so there was no accessibility to the ruins or the damaged area, the damaged zone. The technically experts say now this all occurred due to heavy rain focusing on certain area, and the pouring of water and the rain contributes to the land giving in or yielding and the landslide occurring.
So thereafter, what about the help and the rescue operation? How did it work out?
Yeah, so the rescue, first few days went into the rescue mode. People are using raw hands, iron bars, whatever they could grab, and they were there. Like even though it occurred at 2 in the morning, but 5 a.m. people were there working, and then all these JCBs and all those come, and even then there is the accessibility problem because the roads were broken, caved in, the bridge collapsed. So till 3 days there was no coordinated rescue possible due to the damage done. There was no continuity in the accessibility of the road, so the whole terrain was broken, let loose, and the water had done its damage all over. Slowly after 3 days the army and rescue teams come in. They build the so-called Bailey Bridge, which is the technical military bridge, from which after 5 days of the occurrence, the rescue starts to come in, by which time human bodies are already decomposing. You have limbs, broken bodies, headless corpses, torso, you name it, we have it. It is human misery and tragedy at its worst. The good part is people just pitched in, irrespective of faith, whatever, everybody joined hands because this is a human tragedy, and people saw it and everybody collaborated. As a church, we were at the forefront. This parish and the diocese coordinated quite a bit. Me and my associate, right from this parish, my associate is Father Shijoy Francis, and our youth, like youth movement and the nuns, the religious sisters, everybody was there. We gave the school as the first refuge camp over here, the relief camp, St. Joseph's UP School of the Diocese of Calicut. And this whole parish, and even we gave the auditorium to keep mortuaries, what you call as the mobile freezers, so that unclaimed bodies could be kept. So there were 30 plugs pitched in or dug into the walls that the bodies could be kept there.
You said your villagers helped you. Who were the first people to help?
Everybody came in. The parish, the whole village, people from near and far, people showed up. As soon as they heard it, they just showed up. And people worked in unison because they saw the pain, they saw the impact, and I think tragedy unites people, the heart, the pain of everyone becomes, one man's pain becomes everybody's pain. So that's how people just showed up, and there were enough people, sometimes too many volunteers to help out. Okay. Except that we didn't have the the stuff that you need, the tools, the expertise. So some would have been unorganized, but we never lacked people who to volunteer. And even in the refuge camps, you had a lot of food stuff and everything coming in. We just spoke to some of them in the camp the other day through some journalists. They said, especially in the school, the camp they interviewed was the camp run by the church here, the St. Joseph's Parish. And they said, we are 100% satisfied. And this is the nodal officer by the government who says, we are 100% satisfied. It's all run very well now. But mind you, there is a lot of trauma that happened and people need guidance, counseling, because they are in shock. They still haven't recovered. So that is the other part of the all hands at the deck. And then it's a collaboration and planned effect. The government is planning it, private bodies are pitching in. So as time comes, I guess the pieces will fall into the puzzle and the puzzle will be solved eventually. But still we are at an early stage as to rehab. Right now it's between rescue and rehab. We are almost in the rehab mode, but mainly in camps. Soon they will have to be moved to their shelters, permanent shelters and housing, which is where planners and engineers, visionaries, government bodies have to come in and also take help from private bodies and church and other NGOs and plan the rehab. Relief materials are in full swing. People are very happy. They are being. Yesterday I was at the camp with the Bishop of Kannur, Bishop Alex, and we were there at the camp. We and me, other associate pastor, we were all there. So with some other priests and nuns, they are very happy. They are being cared for. They have a common kitchen. They cook hot meals every day. It's not just cakes and biscuits and whatever. And bread, no, they have get very good meals. Supplies are coming in, sometimes even too much. I mean food, perishable goods. What we right now need is goods that are needed for the next rehab phase, like beddings and coats, cooking utensils, the things that people can use in their own houses in the future. So not just perishable goods, but others, of which we have a plan and a list. Also later on when they will need to rehab even income generation, which will be a later program to catch up with.
So the relief people are now in the relief camps?
Mainly they are. Some have slowly started moving into rented spaces, private housing, for which the government has promised some help. Some, not bad, some help is promised to them. And some have started moving. Some have started already moving into small private houses or rented spaces, but mainly they are 90% in the camp as we speak. The problem being, because these are a lot of schools, education is going to be a calamity here. So they are looking at it. Over here, the church itself has given an old hall here to run 2 schools for what you call as a 10th standard or the higher secondary graduating batch. So they are attending school here, right in our backyard, in the church-run school. For us Christians and Catholics, this is with our faith. The good Lord said it, whatever you did to the least person, you did it to him. And as a writer would explain it, in the Eucharist we receive him, but whereas in the poor, he receives us. So you see him in the poor and the suffering and you serve them. The world is listening. The country is totally there. The Prime Minister was here one full day, spending his whole time listening and hearing out their stories. He even overdid his schedule. The government, missionaries, everybody. I believe tragedy unites and people are there. They don't hold anything back. They are giving more than they can. And this is a miracle. It's almost like the multiplication of the loaves in the gospel, if I may say. That's what I see happening. Catholic Church, the whole humanity, all of us are happy and grateful for showing up and being of help. And may God bless you and your good efforts. Thank you.
Hi, I am Father Shijoy Francis. I am assistant to St. Joseph's Shrine, Mepadi. And I have just been ordained. It's been 3 months. And I had to witness a huge landslide here. It was a terrific thing for me. It was very difficult for me to accept the things that I saw here and there. And I could witness it. The people here really suffered and still suffering. And still I'm able to see their sufferings in our camps and wherever they are. From our parish, many people, especially our youth organizations and our youth leaders, had gone to that very place and helped the people there. And the experience that I heard from them is also horrifying, very, very much. I do not know how to express in words. Such was the things that they saw there. And our bishop at the first moment itself opened all the institutions, schools and all for the relief camps. Many people have come to our relief camps, and thereafter we began our work from our part. We coordinated with the diocese, with the priests, and even the diocese of all the other dioceses and all the social service societies which are in the different dioceses, and all the other priests also. And they came here, they came with the help, and we have gone to the people. We were with them for the first 3 days. Thereafter, the government came and took all the control, and thereafter we never had anything to do but only being with them in our camps and all. We have a school here, UP school, where there is a second camp came here. First camp was in the government school, Mepari, and thereafter it is in our school. This is the first management school where to open the first refuge camp, and with the leadership of our parish priest, we are doing our best, the best we can ever possible. Often we try to visit the people who are at the camps. We collect articles from different places so that we can do something when they are about to go to their homes. Now we know that what is left for them is the cloth on their back. They have nothing in their hands. Everything is washed off. Their dreams and whatever they accumulated in all their lives, nothing is left for them. Everything has gone. So I do not know what is the hope for them. We have been trying our best, really our best, for their rehabilitation, and with the diocese, with the other organizations, with the other good people who are able to help them, we are also trying to do something for them. May not be for everyone, but for a group of people. The thing that we the people can do is don't forget the thing that have happened. The problem now they are facing is all of us have gone to the normal life, but they are not in normal life. It will take maybe months, years. I do not know whether they will be able to come to their normal life hereafter. But still they need us. They need our hands, and we have to work with our hands. We have to use our feet to reach to them, and our heart should be in our heart they must be there. We should always think about them, and we should never leave them alone. And through our eyes we should see their needs, and as I said before, through our hands we must do something for them. They need it very badly.
Street Providence Trust is in forefront when it comes to help during crisis. The NGO has been sending relief material to various states across India during crisis. A dedicated team of volunteers from the Street Providence visited the affected areas and distributed relief material contributed by the donors, sponsors and others.
These people have to get back to their lives, and I would also take this opportunity to thank the donors who gave us this relief material that we have brought here, and request all of them and others to chip in and donate generously so that the people here can get back to their normal lives.
Thank you for God bringing us all the way from Goa to here, this place.
Nearly 2,500 victims are currently accommodated in relief camps. Many such relief material is still to be sent to Wayanad as the collection drive across the state is on.